Hey, welcome back. I'm Joel. In this video, we're going to talk about my stock photography and video sales for the month of September 2023. Whether you are new to stock photography or a seasoned stock photography contributor, we will be discussing my actual earnings as well as showing you examples of what images and videos are selling for me. Now, if you're here to learn what my stock photography earnings were for the month of September, then do me a favor and type in September 1000 in the comments below. It does me a huge favor. It helps get, the more comments we have on a video, the better it is for the algorithm, so more people get to see this content and hopefully be inspired as well. I always start these videos off by telling you just a little bit about kind of what my September was like, because of course that has everything to do with whether or not I was able to upload anything. I did spend most of September traveling and getting caught up with basically with life. I had been overseas for several months, and so September was an opportunity once we got back to the States to just try to get caught up on all the general life stuff, insurance and for your car and all that kind of stuff. I also began a road trip from Nashville up to Wisconsin and then eventually all the way to Seattle, which was pretty darn awesome. So I'm actually currently still on that road trip. I'm just on the second half of it as I record from here right now. I'm actually recording from Phoenix, Arizona. Now, unfortunately, as you can imagine, I didn't have a whole lot of time to do any uploading. So I didn't upload any assets, no videos, nothing in the month of September. But I did, however, get a chance to shoot some new stock images and videos during the road trip. So hopefully I'll get a chance to get to editing some of that before the end of the year, since it does take me a few months to get to all these things. But we'll see how that goes. Well, enough of my rambling. Let's go ahead and get into the sales for September. If you're familiar with these videos, then you'll know that I always start off with the images from the stock agencies that had very low sales for me. I like to call those my dishonorable mentions. September's dishonorable mentions were Shutterstock, Canva, Dreamstime, 123RF, and Deposit Photos. So here's a couple of the images that sold for me from those agencies. This first image is from the Yakahu Tower, I hope I'm saying that correctly, in El Yunque, Puerto Rico. That sold on Deposit Photos. Next up, we have the Cathedral Basilica St. Francis of Asani. That's actually from Santa Fe, New Mexico. And that was an editorial image that sold on Dreamstime. We also have another image from the same shoot of that same cathedral in Santa Fe, New Mexico that was also an editorial and sold on Dreamstime as well. Next, this woman using a smartphone on the beach to take pictures against those teal blue waters was sold on 123RF as a commercial image, and it's actually model released because that's my wife in the image. Next up, we have this shot of Mount Shasta in California on a sunny fall day, and that was sold on 123RF. Here we have some power lines in the arid California Central Valley that sold on Shutterstock. And of course, you've probably seen this one if you've watched any of my videos before. This is the St. Pete Pier in St. Petersburg, Florida, on a really beautiful day. This actually sold 5 times in the month of September on Shutterstock alone. Here we have a tranquil scene of snow falling with this little windmill and trees in the background. That was shot at my parents' place actually, and that was on Shutterstock. And then we have these abandoned bathhouse at the Baño Oro swim area in El Yunque Rainforest, Puerto Rico. This was actually a recent upload of mine, and it sold on Shutterstock as well. Now, I did have one video sale on Shutterstock with a Sprinter van here driving through on a California highway. It sold for such a low amount, it's honestly embarrassing. And I can't say anyways because it was sold on Shutterstock, so I don't want to get, my account disabled. So in total, I earned $10.79 from all of those agencies combined. Now, you may not always get sales on all of the agencies or platforms that you submit content to. In September, those were VideoHive, IM, Pond5, Alame, Canva, and Fine Art America for me. So let's start with where I did get some good sales from, decent enough to talk about at least, and that is going to be with iStock Getty. So there I earned $9.52 from 9 image sales. My portfolio there, again, is still just 106 images and no videos. I still haven't found time to upload. As you can imagine, September, I'm traveling on a road trip pretty much a lot of the month. Didn't have a whole lot of time to upload, so there it is. But I did have these sales, and you'll notice that there's a holiday theme here, right? So Oktoberfest was coming up, and so I had Oktoberfest image sales, and here they are. This festive crowd at Munich Oktoberfest in the Spottenbrau tent sold 3 times for me. Now, this man in traditional costume at Oktoberfest celebration in a small town in Austria also sold, as both of these are editorial images. And of course, my silhouetted palm trees at sunset in Santa Monica also sold 3 times for me. Next up, I've got Pond 5. Pond 5, I had no image sales, but I did have 2 video sales for a total of $12, which is actually kind of disappointing. I don't even know how I got $12 out of these sales because I have them listed for quite a bit more than that. So anyway, I'll take what I can get. On my portfolio on Pond 5 is 979 images and 237 videos. So these videos obviously earn me $6 each. This first one is a view of the Nevada desert from my car, and that was actually on a clear day. That was a road trip from 4 years ago. Next is a POV driving along an empty highway, also in the Nevada desert on a clear day, again from that same road trip from 4 years ago. Next, we've got Adobe Stock, and Adobe Stock actually did pretty good for me in the month of September. It brought me in $28.39 from 8 image sales and 1 video sale. So $11.67 of that was actually from Adobe Firefly AI training on my images and videos. So I guess I don't know how often they're going to be doing that training, but I mean, I'll take $11 if, you know, I guess. I don't really have a choice in the matter. I mean, I don't think most of us do if you're contributing to these agencies now. It seems like pretty much all of them are requiring you to, you know, have your images and videos submitted. I think there's a couple that will let you opt out. I think I may have missed the opt-out window with Adobe. I'm not sure if I did or not, but nonetheless, I'll take that. I have 650 images on Adobe Stock and 79 videos there. Now we'll start with a couple of the images with this first one, the social distancing sticker on a concrete sidewalk. That actually sold 2 times for me. Next, we've got a close shot of a woman's hand holding a swab used for PCR tests. And then we have this close shot of a laughing gull on a white sand beach. Now for the video sale, and that was this low to ground, fast moving shot along a tropical path. Now before I get into my best agency for the month of September, do me a favor and give the video a like to help others find this type of content. And of course, if you're not yet subscribed, hey, do so now. There's a little button down there in one of these corners. There's a button you can do and just hit it. I will wait for you. Okay, I think you've done it, right? That's enough time. All right, if any of my videos have also helped you, you can always show your appreciation as well by using any of the links in the description. I'll earn a small commission off those, or most of those, I think, and which I really do appreciate that. That helps cover these, you know, the time making these videos and everything. You can also say thank you with a super. Those are another function that you can use to, I guess, give cash. And then also you can buy me a beer too. There's like a PayPal link as well. Thank you in advance. All right, next up, let's finally get into my best agency for the month of September, and that was WireStock, believe it or not. Kind of surprising for me because I don't upload to WireStock anymore. I've stopped uploading for quite a while now, actually. I think I've uploaded it all this year, and especially since they've updated their things and made it so that you have to pay in order to upload now. I don't know if you hadn't seen that. I did a video talking about that, or you've probably noticed it yourself if you've logged into WireStock. But anyways, there I earned $65.19, which is pretty respectable, from 2 image sales and 5 video sales. So I also earned $3.22 from a dataset usage on my video files as well. Again, more of that AI stuff going on. So apparently they're using our images on WireStock as well to train. It's pretty much everywhere. So anyways, I have 550 images there, 93 videos in my portfolio on WireStock. Now, $10.08 of my earnings were from 39 referral sales. So again, thanks guys for signing up through my link for WireStock. It's good to see that you're all getting sales, like I got this month as well, which is great. So let me know in the comments though, if you feel it's worth it for you to keep contributing to WireStock, or let me know even if you are contributing to WireStock now that they've started charging a monthly fee in order for you to upload. I am not doing so. I don't know very many people that are, so I'm just kind of curious to find out if any of you guys are actually doing that, if you find that it's worth your time to do so, or if it's worth the money for you. For me, it's just not as consistent enough for me to do that, so I've chosen to forego it for the time being. Let's get into the images that did sale, and we had those 2 images, starting with this one here, and you probably already saw this one. This is the bromelade flower photographed deep in the El Yunque rainforest in Puerto Rico, and that actually is sold on WireStock via iStock Getty. And then next we have a portrait of my wife's standard poodle named Simon on a black background. And this one actually sold via Envato, which is kind of weird. I guess it's part of their extra channels program. It didn't make a whole lot. I think it was like 34 cents or something like that. But anyways, now I did have video sales there as well, and we've talked about that. If you remember I think it was last August or last September's episode that I did from 2022, I had a bunch of images licensed by Adobe through WireStock that were all vertical images, and they were kind of part of the free program that Adobe does every year, where they pay you like a $5 or $10 or whatever, and then it's like a 1-year buyout. Well, the images that sold this month in WireStock were actually almost all of the same images that were licensed last year through that program. If you don't remember, I'll go ahead and show you what those look like, starting with this one here. This close-up shot of ice cream being eaten with a plastic spoon. Next, we've got this tropical beach with palm trees and a red lifeguard tower. There's this overhead shot of Playa Colora Beach with crashing waves from Puerto Rico. And then there's a slow motion view of the sun setting against a really beautiful sky with like kind of grass and stuff in the foreground, and that was actually shot in Florida. And then this empty tropical beach on a windy day in Puerto Rico. Even if it's just these videos every year that are being sold, I still feel like it might be worth keeping it open for now. At this point, everything on WireStock, all the earnings there, for me at least, are 100% passive, again, because I'm not uploading anything. I haven't uploaded anything for almost a year now, so I'm definitely not going to shoot down some truly passive income at this point. So totals for September was $125.89, and that came from 42 image sales and 9 video sales. So here are my September totals by agency. Thank you guys for watching. One more thing before you click off this video. If you are interested in travel videos, I've got you can check out my travel channel, The Wandering Hartz, where I've got a bunch of information on slow travel, as well as some destinations that we've been to and that we travel to all the time, since we do that full time. So check that out if you're interested. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video is good for you as far as providing information for you that you can use in your own stock photography journey, and maybe even provide a little bit of inspiration as well. Until next time, cheers.